Hey beauties, it's Court. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a 15-minute makeup tutorial. This is kind of like an everyday look. Please excuse the blue on my lower lash line. You'll see what the look looks like without it when we're finished. Obviously, this video is going to be a little bit longer than 15 minutes because I'm going to be, kind of talking about what I'm doing. It is a voiceover. It's not a talk through, but still I have to hold up the products and show you and tell you what to do and what I'm doing and all that good stuff like that. So it is going to take a little bit longer than 15 minutes. But if I can do this look in 15 minutes or less, anybody can do it. Like literally, I am either full beat or I'm no makeup at all. There's no in between for me. So it took me weeks to figure out a makeup look I could do in 15 minutes or less that I could actually be proud of. And this is it. So if you want to see how to get the look that's on my face right now, minus the blue, keep your cute little ass right where it's at. Okay, guys, let's get started. First of all, please excuse my breakouts. They're so bad right now. All right, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have everything laid out in front of you. This means brushes, beauty blenders, setting sprays, bronzers, foundations, anything that you're going to need. You want to make sure you lay it out either before you go to bed or as soon as you wake up. Please excuse my ghetto thumbnails. All right, first product we're going to use is the NYX Hydra Touch Primer. I love this. I've been super duper dry lately, so this has been my go-to. It's very nicely hydrating and it does help prolong the wear of my makeup because it becomes quite tacky. So you want to take about a pea-sized amount and just rub this in anywhere you're going to be putting makeup. So if you're going to drag it down your jawline or onto your neck a little bit, which is what I'm going to be doing because the foundation doesn't match perfectly, just make sure you get it everywhere. It feels so good. It almost has a cooling sensation. Just rub it until it gets tacky and you're good to go. Not sure what I'm doing here, but I thought it was funny, so I wanted to keep it in. Now we're going to go in with our foundation. Today we're going to be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. I'm using the shade Linen. It's not my preferred shade, but it's the only one that they had. I really like the coverage of this, but it's a little bit heavy for every day. But I'm testing it out, so that's why I'm using it in this video. Now we're just going to take it and slather it on our face. Normally I would put it on the back of my hand and then put it on my face because I'm not crazy about doing this, especially when I have breakouts. But to save time, we're just going to go right from the applicator to the face. And then you're just going to blend this out. I like to do one side at a time with this foundation because it does dry. It does dry a little bit quicker than I would like. So I'm just going to do one side at a time and just put it on, blending it out with my Beauty Blender. I zoomed you guys in so you could see a little bit better, but I'm doing the same exact thing that I did on the other side, just slathering it on and then blending it out with my sponge. Once you have your foundation all blended out, this is not an absolutely necessary step, but I'm going to take the Becca concealer in the shade Banana and just color correct a little bit under my eyes. This is only necessary really if you're either a mother or you work the graveyard shift or you just struggle with dark circles. So I definitely cannot skip the color correcting step. So I'm just going to warm this up between my fingers. It is kind of a thicker consistency, but I don't find it creases any worse than any regular concealer. So I just put this where I have darkness underneath of my eyes and on the lid a little bit just to kind of help correct any veins. I do have super veiny eyelids. So I'm just going to tap that in with my fingers. Concealer. Now we are going to conceal some shit. I'm using the Bare Skin by Bare Minerals because it blends out effortlessly and it's just really easy to use and it's a good dancer. So Mike just got home. I apologize if you guys hear any noise in the background. He's out in the kitchen singing right now. Anyway, we're just going to conceal in all the normal spots under the eyes. I'm going to try and cover up some of these fucking pimples. And we're just going to blend that out. I also wanted to mention, I look crazy. I also wanted to mention to you guys that even though some parts of this video are cut out and or sped up, you can still get this look done in 15 minutes or less. I promise you, I challenge you to try it and let me know how it works out because I know you can do it. Because if I can, like I said, anybody can. As you're blending out your concealer, make sure you get your eyelids as well because the concealer on our eyelids is going to kind of act like an eyeshadow primer since we won't be using one. Hold up, wait a minute, don't you put no powder in it. Do not put any powder on your face yet. Very important, don't set it. And this is why we're going to be using a liquid bronzer today. This is the Dew the Hoola. I'm doing the hoola. You see me? Do the hoola. You do that hoola, bitch. Hoola your life away. This stuff is amazing, you guys. I can't rave about it enough. You will see it perform, blends flawlessly, has a pump, packaging is beautiful, smells amazing. It smells so good. I never realized it until I was just making out with it just then, and then I smelled it, and it smells really good. So we're just going to take one pump on the back of our hand. It should be more than enough. And we're going to use our beauty blender today just to save some time. You can use a duo fiber or a stippling brush with this. It works just as well. The Real Technique ones are really, really good. I'm out of breath. I just ran up the steps. Sorry. So when you put it on your sponge, you don't want it to be like sitting on top of the sponge. You kind of want it to soak in a little bit. That way you're not applying as much product at first. I think you just want to start blending it out on all the normal places that you would put your bronzer. We're going to start with the cheeks. You're going to put it right, right above the hollows. You don't want to put it right in the hollows, and then kind of work your way up your temple near your hairline until you get up to your forehead. And then you just want to, you don't have to bronze your forehead. It's just something that I like to do. I think it looks really pretty. So like I said, we're just going to dab it in. Make sure you blend it into your hairline really well. I've definitely fucked that up a couple times and looked crazy. So you just want to make sure you get it nicely blended. It blends very effortlessly, but you do want to make sure, that you blend it. I also hit the jawline up a little bit just to make everything a little bit more cohesive. The shade of this is so perfectly beautiful. When you first swatch it, ew, fucking pimples. When you first swatch it, it looks orange, like Oompa Loompa, but it blends out to be this gorgeous, perfectly matte bronzer. And when I say matte, I don't mean flat by any means. It still makes your skin very luminously bronze. I don't know how it does it. It's just perfect. So add more if you need to and just bronze that face, girl. Bronze it up, you goddess. So here you can see it just adds a beautiful amount of natural looking warmth to the skin. Isn't it gorgeous? What are you doing, bitch? I've been on a benefit kick lately, so we're going to use the High Beam, which is another time saver because we're just going to blend it out with our fingers. Where you going? Get back here. I got you, bitch. So we're just going to take that right directly from the little brush and just kind of paint it on where we want it. I am going to go in and do 2 layers, so I'm going to pat the first layer in, let it dry, and then I'm going to add a little bit more just on the tops of my cheekbones, nowhere else. So this just blends out so nicely. It's just effortless. These products are just effortless, and that's where the real time saving comes in, because you don't have to open a compact, reach for a brush, put it on, blend it out. It's just tap, tap, tap into your skin, and you got this beautiful glow. So you can see I'm just adding a little bit more. It dries pretty quickly, so you can add your second layer almost immediately. So just look at the glow. It's this gorgeous pinky. Oh, it's so good. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, so good. Now that I'm done having an orgasm about my highlighter, we're going to go ahead and do the other side. I also add a little bit on my brow bone as well, just any extra. Then we're going to go in and hit up that nose and that Cupid's bow and blend it out with the Beauty Blender, so it's not too intense. Now's the time for powder. Now that you're done with all of your liquid products, we can go in and set our face anywhere that we need to. This is the RCMA No Color Powder. It's not the Makeup Forever HD. Who are you, Vanna White, bitch? I'm going to dip my brush into my powder first because I like to have it ready so I can set it immediately. I'm just going to blend out what's under my eye one more time to get rid of any creasing and set it right away. Oh my God, look at that face. I'm sorry, I just love this blush. This is Benefit Dallas, and it is the perfect blush. It's just perfect. It goes with any look. It blends beautifully. The box blushes from Benefit, you can never go wrong. What am I doing? Drive the bus. Drive that bus, bitch. Drive the blush bus. Ha ha ha. Now that we've reached our destination, I'm going to use this fluffy ass Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to get it all up in there. Just get it all up in there. Tap off some of the excess and put it on your cheeks. Oh my God, this brush sheds so bad, it pisses me off. But just put it on your cheeks. I keep it pretty even from my apples to the backs with this blush because I really love the color of it. Normally, I would concentrate the color more on the backs of my cheeks and less on my apples, but with this one, I just want to bathe in it. It is so fucking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Did I blow out your eardrums yet? Now onto the easiest part, which is the eyeballs. Let's get some shadow on them eyes. I look crazy. I'm going to be using all drugstore or drugstore prices. This is Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek. It's just a matte neutral brown. Any one that you have that's similar will work. And I'm going in with the Morphe M441, which is just a fluffy tapered brush. Basically, what we're going to be doing with this shadow is concentrating it in our crease and then blending it all the way up to the brow bone. So you want to avoid the lid and you want to avoid right underneath of your eyebrow because we are going to put a highlighting shade under there. But you want to basically bring this all the way in, all the way out, all the way down to the crease and all the way up almost to your brow, and you just want to make sure you just blend it out really nicely. Like I said, keeping some of the more concentrated color in the crease. Did I just pick my nose? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. See, I'm starting in the crease, so that's where the color is the heaviest, and then I'm just going to use whatever's in the crease, no additional product, and just blend that everywhere. There's no real rhyme or reason to this. It's pretty messy. It's just to add a little bit more dimension to your eyes and just kind of bring the look together a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in with Shimma, and I'm going to use that to highlight. If you don't have Shimma or you don't have access to Makeup Geek shadows, you can always use the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Iced Latte number 888. They're very similar and they're both stunning. They will both do the same thing, just bring a gorgeous amount of highlight and brightness to your eyes. Look how pretty. So I'm just going to take this smudger brush from It Cosmetics, and I'm just going to put this right up underneath of my eyebrow and kind of blend it down a little bit. And I'm also going to use this to highlight the inner corner. I hit pan on Shimma. Luckily, I have 2 backups, but it was still, I don't hit pan very often, so that's saying something. Shimma is a bomb-ass eyeshadow. That was me looking up, realizing I had 2 extras. So this is definitely my favorite drugstore highlight shade for my eyes. It is beautiful. Look how bright it is. And if you wet this, oh Lord, girl, you got a shadow orgasm coming your way. Let me tell you. If you don't have this or the Iced Latte one from L'Oreal, you need either one of them. Now for my lid, I'm going to be using In the Spotlight, which is a gorgeous peachy pink. This might be my favorite eyeshadow of all time. You can use any pretty metallic complementary color. Just if you don't know what a complementary color is, you can just Google the color wheel on Google, and whatever is opposite the color of your eyes, that's going to be the kinds of colors that really make your eyes pop out. Pink is opposite to green, so that's why I'm using a pinky peach eyeshadow, and it's just going to brighten everything and just make my eyes really just pop. I almost can't stand how gorgeous this eyeshadow is. Like, it is fucking stunning. So I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Nowhere else, just on my lid. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. Look at the foil. Oh my God, the foil shadows from Makeup Geek they're like unbeatable. They're so fucking good. Especially, oh my God, and then you think about the price. Okay, I'm rambling. Now for your eyebrows, you can always use something like a gimme brow or a boy brow if your brows are a little bit fuller. I do have a little bit fuller brows, but I always like to fill them in with powder and a brush. This number 23 brush from Anastasia is holy grail. I could not live without this thing. It's amazing. So I'm just going to do my brows off camera. I do have a brow routine coming soon though. Brows are very important. Please make sure you take the time to do them. They will make or break your look. And ta-da! By the magic of video editing, our brows are done in a half a second. Isn't it wonderful? You can see they just kind of pull the whole look together. They just make it look more finished. Now's going to be the time you want to go in with your setting spray before we do mascara, because sometimes setting spray can tend to make your mascara run if you apply it afterwards. This is the Glow Mist by Pixi. I don't like it and I don't dislike it. I'm not going to return it and I am going to finish the bottle. But I mean, I think there's better options out there for sure. Mascara. Today I'm going to be using Urban Decay Perversion, and you want to use a very good volumizing mascara because we want them lashes to be fierce, girl. Fierce. So I'm going to go in and do the tops of my, do the tops of my lashes, do my top lashes, and then I'm going to let them dry while I do the bottom. Once the top is dry, we'll go in with our second coat, and I'm also going to take the mascara wand and roll it over the tops of my lashes as well. This isn't a step that I do every day, but I do it when I need a little bit extra volume. I'm also going to go in for a third coat after this. I'm really sorry if you can hear the girls screaming in the background. They just do not like Daddy today. But as you can see, it just brings the look together. It makes your eyes look bigger and bolder and just better. So now we're going to go ahead and just do the same exact thing on the other eye. When it comes to the bottom lashes, don't go too heavy. I just think it looks better with this look to just add a little bit on the bottom as opposed to really piling it on. What are you looking at, Courtney? What are you looking at? Now we're going to go in with our gloss. This is Chelsea Girls by Nars. It's just a really beautiful, very glossy. I don't think it's worth the price. That's why I'm looking at it like that. It's just overpriced, but it is very pretty. It's a very neutral, pink, glossy gloss. Where are you swimming to? What are you doing, bitch? This is not the 50s. What? Oh, my God. And here is the finished look. Very glowy, very neutral, not natural, but very neutral. So it's very wearable for every day. I just think this is a beautiful look. And to get it in in 15 minutes or less, I think is pretty impressive. So if all you guys wanted to see was the 15-minute tutorial, then I love you so much and I will see you next time. But if you want to stick around for a few minutes, I took a poll on Snapchat to see if you guys would have preferred to see a pop of color on the eyes or the lips with this look. It was pretty much a tie, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do both. So if you would like to see that, then just keep your cute little ass right where it's been for the last 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. I'm not doing my hair. Sorry. It's Sunday. Not happening. You're just going to have to deal with it like this. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to show you how to add a pop of color. So we're going to do the lip first, and the lip that I chose is Cozy from Colourpop. Normally I would never buy an orange lipstick, but this one was just kind of calling to me, and I kind of love it. If you follow me on Snapchat, you've already seen this. You know what it looks like. You can go ahead and fast forward to the eyes if you want to, but for everybody else, we're going to go ahead and put this on and show you that you can pair any lip with this look. So I took off my gloss. Now we're going to go in. This is one of their Ultra Satins. I don't know if I mentioned that. I love the formula of these. Very passionate about the formula. So it's just going to be a super quick, messy application. There we have it. Orange lip. Told you this look goes with any lip. Let's zoom in. Oh, and apparently I can't draw a lip line without a liner anymore because this is crooked as fuck, but you get the gist. Now, let's do the eyes. Let's try to ignore the fact that the inside of my mouth is orange. It's a little bit stained from the lipstick, but that's okay. We went ahead and put the Chelsea Girls gloss back on. So now I'm going to show you how to do a pop of color on the eyes. And this is my Z palette. And I think I usually gravitate towards purple, but I think we're going to go with the blue one today and see how that looks. Now, if you're afraid that maybe your lid color won't match the pop of color that you want to put under your eye, you can always just use Shimma or Ice Latte as your all-over lid color. And that way it's just a nice, bright, frosty, whitish, pinkish, whichever one you use, and it'll match any color that you want to put on your lower lash line. So I don't have the ideal brushes up here to do this with because I am up in my craft room. So I'm just going to use this. This is a paintbrush actually, and it just looks like pretty much a flat liner brush. And the blue that I'm going to use is from Coastal Scents, and it's called Pacific Opal. Oh my god, it is so fucking pretty. Look at this. Look at that. I paid $1 for this. Coastal Scents has dollar Hot Pot sales all the time. So you should definitely check them out because I ordered, I think, 16 last time. And I'm pretty sure I only threw away like 1 or 2 of them. So they're really good. All right, so I'm going to go in with this little flat liner brush. And I'm just going to dip the tip into my shadow. And I'm just going to go ahead and line my lower lash line. Now, ideally, you would do this obviously before you put your mascara on. But we're just going to roll with it. Just get this right up close to where your lashes meet, basically like your skin. Now I'm going to take the smudger brush from It Cosmetics. It's the number 124 or something like that, I think. And I'm just going to buff this out just a little bit right underneath. Oh shit, there's still some shadow on there. You want it to be clean. Just smudge it out just a little bit. So I'm going to do the other eye and then we'll be right back. I'm sorry about all this. It's daytime outside right now, so this is like reflection from the window. It's bugging me. I hope it's not bugging you. Anyway, there you go. Pop a color on the lower lash line. And like I said, you can literally use any color to do this, and it'll still probably go with this lip gloss as well. You can probably still keep the pinky neutral colored lip gloss. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, and I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. I'm just going to talk to the camera for a little bit, but I don't want people to look at the time annotation on a 15-minute makeup tutorial and see it be like 25 minutes. So we'll chat next time.